What's up, Juventini? Welcome back to the AJC, your channel dedicated to Juventus. Oh, the wins keep piling up. Another victory show. Here we go. I like it. I like it. And a win that actually just leaves fans feeling positive and good. Oh my God. No controversy other than goals that we didn't need. Oh, I like hearing that. I like hearing that. We're going to cover it all. And of course, talk about momentum gained and maybe Spalletti's influence finally starting to shine through ahead of a big match at the weekend. We're going to have a lot of fun on this one, okay? And I got Omer with me. We do expect Skanga, and that's why we're a little bit of a delay here. He's having some technical issues, okay, that he's trying to work through. He should be joining us in a bit. But Omer, how you doing, brother?
Great. What's to be angry about? Like, this was the
Nothing.
perfect game to not feel angry or frustrated with anyone or the way you've played. The stadium was electric. I mean, it was just a good game of football to watch for a Juve fan. Not so much for Udinese fans. Sorry if you're here in the chat, guys. But yeah, I feel great. Let's do it.
Yeah, Udinese fans, if they feel bad, well, I don't really care about it, okay? Because we need to start feeling good, and we need to start feeling better about this team and get the positivity up. And I absolutely love that performance. And yes, you're damn right, Alex Juve. You're as cold as ice. The Iceman. Oh, he'll be in the discussions, as well as Openda. And we got some cameos in there in Zhigrova. Zhigrova showing that, oh man, we just need the recovery process to go a little bit better. It doesn't all come, it's not all just smooth sailing though. There always has to be something that we will talk about, and that is, of course, Gatti requiring surgery on his meniscus, and that'll leave us a little skinny, but not for too long, as we'll look at the injury status and how Juve can work around it. That's the main headline in the news today. There's not really anything out there other than the fact that Gatti, he will need surgery on the meniscus, and Vlahovic has opted for surgery as well, so his recovery time will be towards the longer extent, which was around 3 months. So those are the headlines out of today. AJC Army, we see you in here looking alive and ready to go today, okay? Benedetto in there, Gio Juve, Danny Oliveira, Tim Dahl, Alex Juve, Chris in here, all you guys, Tony Rose B, Forza Juve, Eric, Forza Juve 6782. Glad to see you all in here. Drop a like while you're in here, and we are going to not waste any time. The headlines are out of the way. It has to do with injuries. Now let's get to the match. We're going to rip through the highlights. And hang on a sec, because we've got the man back here. And here we go. Skanga, how you doing, brother?
Yeah.
What do you got, a magic wand there?
Please tell me I don't sound like R2D2.
No, you sound good now.
No.
You're back. It must have been that
magic wand. It's just a pencil
wand.
and the iPad pen.
No.
Well, I apologize. I'm back. We're ready to go. I don't know what it was. It happens.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
Comes with age.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties.
It happens. Now, we're going to rip through this game in highlights and everything and talk about it. We'll start with the starting lineup. And we had a feeling, like you saw the projected for that Coppa Italia game. And I said, there's just no way. It seems a little bit too drastic to me. And that was kind of the case. And what we ended up going with was Di Gregorio in goal, Kalulu, Gatti returns at the heart of the back line, Lloyd Kelly out at left center back, and then across the middle you had Cambiaso, Miretti, Cope Miners, and Juan Cabal, with Mckennie advanced again, and then Kenan Yildiz with Jonathan David up top. So let's just quickly get the feelings on that starting lineup once you saw it, and why don't we start with Skanga?
I was, full disclosure, I totally forgot. We had a game yesterday at about 3 o'clock. I'm like, oh, shit, I knew I had something to do. I apologize. I had a lot going on. Then I looked at the lineup, and I was like, what the hell is this lineup? Coppa Italia, I figured it, but I was a little concerned. Let's just say that. I don't know if
concerned with the lineup, really.
I didn't know if Udinese was playing their main guys. I have no idea anybody on their team. Was that their main lineup, Udinese?
Pretty much.
So I was a little I was a little confused, but I was like, Coppa Italia should be fine.
Oh yeah, Omar, you
We're
firing
over
up
here,
the
Omar.
keyboard over there. Omar,
Now
you're
he's
muted, brother.
We lost him.
Yeah, my dog got tangled in the
Oh, okay.
keyboard cable. Yeah.
What did you think of the starting lineup?
I thought that damn Sky are just, winging it out. They're just betting. Like 5 of the names they had there were names that anyone would have guessed, a 4-year-old would have guessed, and the rest were just they gambled. So when I saw the starting lineup, first I thought, man, don't believe Sky. Just whenever you see the lineup, it's absolutely not what you're going to see. But it was interesting. I kind of like what I saw. And we talked about in the pre-match, like Udinese and those teams, they're always the first round. I don't know, they have like different vibe to it. It almost feels like an easy match. I don't know if they just don't put a lot of stock into the Coppa Italia or just have a tough time with the midweek game. But we talked about it a few times. It's a good opportunity to try out things, and boy, did it work out.
Yeah, I saw the lineup and I thought it looked pretty balanced. My one thing was Mckennie. I still don't think it's something that you need to go with and move forward with him in one of those advanced roles. I figured you could get away with it yesterday, but I was also hoping that Moretti would actually be the one advanced of Cope Miners and Mckennie if you were going to play him there. It ended up being in a manner where they were all advanced, to be honest, because we just put the pressure on Udinese, and that's exactly how you have to play these damn teams. 13 teams, 14 teams in Serie A want to play 3-5-2, and they want to clamp down at the back, swarm them. So let's get to the game and the highlights, all right? So I thought it was actually a pretty balanced lineup, and I liked it from Spalletti. You get to the highlights of this thing, 10 minutes in, Yildiz cuts in from the left side, fires, and the rebound, David just can't get to it, okay? But we're on it from the get-go. We're on the ball. We're moving quickly. There's a lot off the ball movement. The passing, the tempo, man, it was good. You just looked like they had some giddy up to them, okay? 20th minute, top of the area, Yildiz again. One quick step to the right, fires away, just missing at the backside post there. And then 22nd minute, Cope Miners through ball. David is well offside, but had the presence of mind to just stop, yell for his teammate to get on his horse, and they fly through. He keeps his run going, stays onside once we collect the ball. It's Mckennie with a good, dangerous ball, and we get rewarded with it. 1-0 there, and Iceman does get credit for it, and he did get the touch on there. They were talking about own goal by that defender who actually had a horror show, Bahamas for them, and he was in the line of sight for a little bit of controversy that we will get to. But beautiful first goal. Like, I like it. It's not nothing pretty, but it's nice from the work and the build-up.
Absolutely. Did they end up eventually giving that to David?
From what I see, David gets credited. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because on the live match, they gave it to the defender.
And they gave the own goal, and then when I checked on the lines, they gave it to David, unless they've since changed it on the stat lines. But he
deserved it. He had a good game. He deserved to live with a goal. Yeah, the build-up was absolutely great. I mean, Coop Miners totally switching the play because we were being pushed back and another pass back, and then in one move, he just went by his defender and unleashed that pass. And just beautiful, great from Jonathan David to spot that he was offside, but someone else is making the run, so he just ran into the area. He didn't even chase after the ball. Just great things you love to see. Fluid attack.
And yes, we know that pass isn't worth $60 million. Yes, we understand that, everybody. It's still a nice pass from Coop Miners. Relax.
Hey man, Coop's doing well. That might be Luciano Spalletti's biggest achievement so far in the early days at Juve, is reviving a lot of money on a player. So it's going well right now. It's better than
player ratings, right?
Yeah, we're gonna get to all that. We still got to go through highlights.
Okay,
we've got a guy that nobody previously has come anywhere close to getting like a player that you can actually use. There was times he didn't even resemble a footballer on the pitch. So right now,
sad but true.
It's just a complete flip. So right now, that might be Spalletti's biggest feather in his cap so far. But yesterday, in terms of the entire performance, we'll get to that after. Pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. We continue on with first half highlights. Holy smokes. This finish from Jonathan David was ridiculous. On the goal line, off foot, left-footed, rips it like slices and dips a bit in through the backside upper 90 from that angle.
Would have been great goal, eh, bud?
Ridiculous.
Would have been great goal, eh, bud?
Yeah. Would have been a great goal. So obviously we get to this was Joao Mario's, by the way, but we'll get to that one after. So everybody's claiming, he's onside, and you have several images. So the bottom image is different. The first image, and not the top image, I'm talking about the very first image that you see in game where they pulled the line. This was a lot of the problem because they pulled the line and you're looking at it, and Palmas, who's down low, actually had a big gap. You could see the two players at the bottom of Udinese. In the first sequence, when you looked at it live, they were actually had a big gap, and Palmas was clearly behind. But then they actually sent this lower photo is what the FIGC had sent to Juve as what they deemed the offside line, and you could see it's a whole different thing. Palmas has actually moved up. Now he's close to the other player below, and this is at the point where the pass is coming through to David. And they're claiming, based on that line, even with the player at the bottom of the screen. So they didn't completely miss him like Salernitana when Milik scored that goal. They saw him, and they're claiming that with this line, he is still offside. So
I did a little bit more reading this morning. There is this apparently, the issue that happened with Salernitana cannot happen anymore because it's not the VAR official picking the players. It's the system that automatically picks the furthest back defender. It's a machine that does it, not a person.
Yeah. And I just think it's hilarious that just the rule in general, and we talked about it, came up in Omer's segment yesterday of the bald statements, VAR, and what it's doing to football and stuff. And I said, hey, just use it for offsides, but change your offside rule because there's just goals that are clearly not advantages for the attackers that are going in that are getting called back for stupid shit. This would be one of them. But apparently, according to their rules, according to their system, he's still offside. So, okay. Hell of a finish, though. Hell of a finish.
Beautiful.
Now,
beautiful.
You could tell he had a good first half. Like, that's what you want to see out of a first half.
He wanted
way more guys looking good rather than, the majority of your starting 11 struggling and whatnot. So it looked really, really good for that half. You get to the second half. 46 minute, they kind of get their best opportunity, and that says a lot about this game and how Juve played because it was Zaniolo trying to run through the midfield by himself and taking a shot from damn near 40 yards out, trying to go short side. That's probably their best chance. That's probably their best opportunity. Long range strike from there. After that, Juve gets back to work. 53rd minute, Yildiz tries again, a la Del Piero, not missing too much on that backside. And then you got 56th minute. This is the injury to Gatti. And you could tell it looked not the best either. And he was going to have to come off. He does get substituted off. It's Locatelli that comes in. So that restructures the defense to what we were going with up until this point. Kelly in the heart and then Cope Miners at left center back. And from there, 64th minute, Juve keeps pushing to try and seal this thing, close it off. You've got Cabal making a good run. Cabal making a really good run up top, cuts on his first man, distributes the ball over to the far side, gets stomped on. You see him go down, but the play continues. Weston Mckennie rips this thing right at the keeper.
Come on, Weston.
You got to pick your spot better. Come on. That pissed me off, but you were hoping that they'd come back and call that. stomp. They did. They reviewed it. They probably looked at a million different ways that they couldn't call it, but they did call it because they had to. And then, no, I'll call it how it is. Fuck them. Now you get to Locatelli stepping up. No nonsense PK. Beautifully done. Keeper sent diving right down the pipe.
Any
Boom.
issue on Locatelli taking it as opposed to David or Yildiz? I saw people mention that, like, why is Locatelli taking it? I have my take, which is he's number 2 behind Dusan. That's just the rotation. Until he misses.
It's not the first time. But against Venezia last year, he was the one to take the final penalty.
I don't know. Is he taking the more contested ones, the pressure cooker ones? Like, I don't know.
No, I just think when Vlahovic is not on the pitch, he's the one.
Yes.
But there was an interesting thing that I didn't catch when we watched the match. Like when Locatelli got his award, what was it?
For the 200 for the caps, the 200 caps.
For the 200, yeah. And they said in the newspapers today that there were some boos during that. And then he goes on to score and shows everyone that he's here and he doesn't care. And I feel that's a bit even disrespectful. At the end of the day, it's Juventus, the club we love. It's Juventus captain, and some basic respect won't hurt anyone. He's getting an award for the amount of matches he played for Juve. There's no need for booze. It really annoyed me reading it. But
wow, so I watched at work, and even on the replay, I didn't catch that. And I was watching there with my daughters on the replay. I didn't catch that at all. I saw him just collect the award and stuff. But yeah, if you're booing at that, that's actually like ridiculous. It's actually gone to the point where it's flat out stupid. I gotta say,
what are we doing here?
It's disrespectful.
It's just stupid. But issues with him taking the PK, absolutely not. None from me. You can see in the chat here, none at all from Matt. Loca's the captain, does good with pens. Giratina, no issues. Gio Capitano, you want him to step up. But that's actually brutal. Like, you're booing a guy for getting 200 caps and whatnot. He's your current captain of the squad. It's at a point where, and I've said it a million times, like, if you just don't see the value in what he brings to the pitch, then I don't really know how to explain it to you or whatnot. But it's crazy. And it's no surprise that there's every coach that's come in here, and we keep hearing he's going to lose his job. Well, Loca's the one constant. Spalletti now, people do believe Cope Miners is going to overtake him, and maybe this Gatti injury saved Locatelli from that happening sooner, but we'll talk about that as we get to it. Look, Loca steps up, gets the job done with the 2-0 PK. We had another sequence later on with João Mario and Openda as they came on as substitutes. We'll get to the substitutions. 74th minute, João Mario in for Cabal. João Mario's alive. Chico
alive,
in
everybody.
for Miretti. Openda in for Jonathan David.
Barely.
And
I didn't like that.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. I wanted David to play the whole game. But
did you? I didn't really have an issue with the subs because we got a big one at the weekend.
Fair enough.
And going back to Omar's bald statement yesterday about VAR ruining football and whatnot, I would use VAR for offsides, change the damn rule. This is ridiculous. Like,
we've talked about this.
This is the stupidest thing ever. If they don't tweak the rule, it's just...
You can't tweak the rule.
You have to tweak the rule. You can't keep going with toes and fucking a kneecap here, and it's the stupidest thing ever. It's the stupidest thing ever. This is not an advantage. The whole offside rule is to prevent advantage. This is not advantage. I will always be on the side that it is the stupidest shit ever that we're watching, and it's taken away goals, and it's affecting results, not in this match, but it's affecting results long term. It's just not good enough.
Then it just you have to make it black and white. If you start introducing gray, like, okay, well, how much of his foot being offside is not
No, it
offside?
wouldn't be great.
Leg.
It's literally if your torso is not beyond that line, you're not getting an advantage.
But what if it's like
No,
like a sliver of the shorts or like a little bit?
No,
of
that's
like
not
the nipple?
torso. That's not
Like a little
torso.
bit of the
Your
nipple.
torso needs to be beyond that defender to get an advantage. Otherwise,
The
you're
whole
just in a
torso
normal
or
playing
like
position.
half of it.
If
half
you're
the
leaning,
torso, up
if
to
your
the
leg is
nipples.
extended in stride of a run, that is not an advantage. No, there would be no gray
It
area
also-
introduced.
There's also an issue with like the photo itself. Apparently, the system is not fast enough to take enough photos from the moment of the pass till the moment it goes offside. Like if you take it
Yes.
1 millisecond back to the previous photo, he might be onside.
He might be. Yes.
But the system,
I agree.
can do it.
Because the system's shit and the rules shit. It's all shit.
Yeah.
It's stupid. But
mean,
anyways,
I-
that was a nice play. And Openda
Yeah.
in the end finished it. I would have loved for that to count as well. This game could have been 4-0, 5-0, to be honest. But it ends at 2-0. And we move on. And this is probably exactly
Nailed
how
the
you wanted to go.
prediction.
And just for good measure, you get Jagrova in a small little cameo. And showing
he
you
looked good.
Jagrova things. Getting some
so
people
good.
that had some doubts with a little bit of excitement there, but god damn it, he's in the hands of Jay Millick. So hey, let's ramp up those minutes. Let's
Guys-
get him back good enough. But it
guys,
ends there. I'm gonna give you the stats. We'll look at the ratings, and then you guys can give me your rundown, and then we'll get into the general discussions coming out of this game. So if we get to the stat line for Juve, this was just beauty. This is how you want to play these games. So 60% possession, 1 big chance, 10 total attempts. Probably a little bit low there on the count for how we played, but they had 4 attempts, and they all came in the second half, and 3 of them when the game was already decided. They had no attempts in the first half. That's exactly how you want to
That's how
treat
it should be.
these mutts.
And
Okay?
and 4 shots outside of the area. Like they couldn't even get a shot from inside
They didn't have
the
a
area.
sniff. And like I said, their
Nothing.
sequences weren't even what they created or developed. This was like actually mistakes from us. Just an errant pass here and there that they actually got that. Now we'll get to the ratings. And there you go. Di Gregorio, 6.6. Kalulu, 7.3. Gattia, 6.7 before leaving with injury. Kelly 6.9, Cambiaso 6.7, Miretti 7.1, Cope Miner 7.1, Cabal 7, Mckennie 7.4, Yildiz 6.5, David 7.5. Now, with the goal, as you see, they're credited with the goal as well. So, guys, there you go. There's your ratings. First off, player man of the match. Who was your man of the match? Chat, who was your man of the match in this one?
Should I go?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Omar. Give me a second here. Yeah.
For the first time, I think I might give it to Coop Miners.
Okay.
He completely dominated the midfield yesterday, directed the play. I don't think he had one errant pass. He was playing forward. He created the first goal and then needed to slot back to defend. So he disappeared a bit because we weren't defending at all. But he completely controlled the midfield in that match. The pairing with Miretti is super interesting. They complement each other well. And I think it's a good segue to 4-3-3. Because now I'm a bit more comfortable that Lucatelli as a replacement who can still do the job. I'm not confident. I need to see more, but the impression from yesterday is that it can happen. I don't mind Miretti being part of that midfield 3. And with everything going on with Thuram, I think he'll get more and more minutes. So pile up the pressure, yeah. I would give it to him, and shout out to David. He's like my number 2.
Jonathan David is my man of the match yesterday. For the importance, for the significance. Just because of Vlahovic going down. Now he's going to be out 3 months. He's opted for surgery and whatnot. You need these guys to show you a serious sign of life. That was a serious sign of life. His movement was next level. Like, it was the best we've seen in that position for a long time. It was really good. And
Finally.
we need these guys to pick it up. Even Openda looked good in taking David off. So I thought he was awesome. That's what we need to see. Colt Miners was right there with him for me. But yeah, I'm gonna go with David and Colt Miners a close second. Skanga, it's up to you.
Oh, David was my guy. But I'd like to give a shout to Moretti. Kid keeps proving me wrong. He's been eating his panini. He's not getting pushed off the ball. He's playing well. So I would
Grew up there.
He grew up there. So I'm liking so far what I see out of Moretti. And Turan better watch out because this kid is kind of outplaying him right now.
That's good. Pile up the pressure. Make him perform better. That's what we were lacking in the last few seasons. Guys,
hey man, we want the competition at spots.
Yep.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
guys got to deliver. So Taram, yeah, the pressure being on him, I like that. Let's go, pick it up, man. But yeah, there you go for man of the match, guys. Quick thoughts on this game before we get into the overview. I mean, we all love the performance. That's exactly what you want to see, right? Against one of those sides, it was business-like, no nonsense,
That's
very
the best
few
way of putting it.
mistakes.
Yes.
Good pressure, good tempo. Mckennie getting a lot of shout-outs too, and I think rightfully so for his performance.
Can I elaborate on Mckennie a bit and how I view him? Where do I start? Okay, we've talked about it recently, Berto. I think it was in the green room, not on the show. That we always talk about those hardworking guys, your Tacchinardis and your Delivios that we absolutely loved, and there weren't like these technical players who dribble past. They were just hard workers. I don't see why Mckennie doesn't fall into that category. The only thing that sucks about it is that Juve sucks. But man, the guy is working his ass off. And when we had Jovinko, and he was this talented, magnificent player, but after 4 managers who just didn't want to start him for some reason, I was starting to think, yeah, maybe there's something there. Maybe there's something that we don't see that makes all these managers not choose him and keep sending him out on loan and shit. I think it's like the reverse situation with Mckennie. How many managers has it been now? 4, 5? I lost count.
6.
All of them,
5, I think.
All of them absolutely loved him. Nailed him to the starting lineup. So there must be something there. I want to give him props. The guy is working hard, and it's admirable.
Yeah,
I always like those guys.
There's guys, and I think you can throw Locatelli in there and a few others that victim of the results or whatnot, if you want to call them victims or not. I mean, victim might not be the right word, but the reality is when the results don't come, scapegoats are found, right? And not even scapegoats, but like you will be the face of a weaker Juve. Like we've been breaking negative records over these past few seasons. These guys are the faces of that squad. So for some fans, they can never make it out of that hole. They can't climb out of that hole ever. And when they do give you performances where you're like, you know what, heads up, a lot of fans, from what I'm noticing, can't give them the props or can't do it. I'm going to share with you a little. This came yesterday from Twitter, okay, which can be a cesspool. This was saying that when I saw the starting lineup, I knew the projection was a bit too drastic. This is a more sensible starting 11 for the Coppa Italia game. I like it. Let's go get that W and advance. That was my tweet. That's it.
Perfect.
First comment. Billy.
Of course.
Here we go, Billy. This is good for you, ? Even in the Copa, we the real fans.
Yeah, that kind of ends the conversation.
Wait.
Dude,
a real fan is talking. Wait.
Dude, you know how that fucking hits me. Okay, you little prick.
Hey,
let's get into this now.
Listen, I want to hear what the real fan has to say. You finish what Billy has to say.
Wait, I'll turn the volume down. Wait.
We, the real fans, can't enjoy one game without the worst player of all time, Mckennie. Where is Shakrova? Where is Shao Mario? We want footballers, not at. I'm sick of this team. Well, I said, first of all, I guess you'd have to pay attention to the pressers because we've literally heard Jagrova isn't fit for starting. Okay? It ain't fit for starting. And then I said, Joao Mario, laughed my ass off. Like, that's where you're planting the flag? Like, with Joao Mario? It's like a 12 million signing. Like, that's your make or break? Okay. And then I had to hit. I go, real fans. I didn't realize there was a registry. Can you send me the link? I'd love to become a real fan.
I have it. You don't have it?
No, can you send me that link, please? I'd love to be a real fan. If you could send me that.
Got rejected.
I'm like, man, this is a totally sensible lineup. If you don't like one guy out of it and you're flipping out, that just comes down to agenda. Listen to the follow-up. This is where he lost me. From Alex Del Piero to Weston McKennie. And you support that.
Direct connection.
And I go,
yep.
I had to just laugh. I go, now I know who I'm dealing with. Can you please go back to mommy's basement and have the Cheetos and play FC 26? Because that's where you're at right now.
I'd love to have a bag of Cheetos.
Is Weston McKennie, was he ever intended to be a Del Piero? And I go, if you're bringing up Del Piero, you have problems not with the squad players, but with the star power. Because there is no Del Piero on this team. And that's a problem. Fair. We need star power. Yildiz is the closest. He's ascending. But God damn it, let's not put him next to Alex, which some are already doing. For me, no. He's ascending, okay? But no, that's where I had to end there. I just like, dude, that is a McKennie agenda. And this is how some of the interactions are out there. You can't give props to anybody, and that's it. This guy's dead in the water. Guess what? We have a lot of football left this season. There's probably going to be very limited work in January. I want our guys that we have around to succeed. And I'm going to talk a lot about Spalletti. I'm going to talk a lot about what I'm seeing so far, even that's short term, that I think is a positive and a sign that we might be able to put forth a really strong fight for the rest of this season. But shit like that is wild to me. It's wild to me.
These are the guys that whistle to Locatelli when he gets an award. I mean, those are the real fans.
The funny enough, Weston McKennie qualified for his 200 caps yesterday. So our next home game, he's going to get presented with the 200 cap.
Was one 200 Serie A caps and one was 200 total caps?
I believe it's 200 caps for Juve. Yeah.
Period. Gotcha. Yeah. So I know I'm not going to pick on Joe here, but I'm going to pick on him a little bit. I know he's got the McKennie agenda, but just he says hard work should be the bare minimum. I get that, but if Di Gregorio is working his ass off, that's a problem. Sometimes you need the one or two guys to do a lot more of the legwork so that your better players don't have to work as hard. Like
it has to all work amongst the team. If you had a bunch of stars out there, who's going to do the grunt work? That team will fail. That team will fail. You could put the prettiest players all out there, it would fail. You need somebody that can go out there and do the dirty work. And I'd actually counter that with, if you want to talk about passing, Weston's passing and vision, like, let's talk about that. Some shortcomings. Yeah, but it's hidden from the flank. And that's what we went with yesterday, him again out of the middle, again out of advanced. And you know where I stand. Yes. I don't agree with him playing in that role. And I also don't fault players when they're used out of position numerous times. I put that on the coach because it's like, sooner or later. You got away with it yesterday because it's Udinese, and you can overcome that. In a more technical game, like against Napoli, I don't want to see Weston McKennie in that advanced role. I don't want to see him in the middle of the park. I would be comfortable using him on the outside because then his passing becomes crossing, which is actually good. I don't know if everybody just forgot about the season where he had 16 assists playing out on that flank, but he did that. That's something that he did.
No, 10, not 16. 16
all competitions.
No, Oh, might be. I remember Quadrado had one,
Quadrado
and
had
I
like
got Quadrado.
15, 14 one year, 216.
Yeah, but in
Weston
general,
might have been 12 or
last
13.
season,
All comps though, not just like league.
like
Bottom
last
line
season, he
is,
had 9 goal contributions, 5 goals, 4 assists. The season before that, 10 assists, and then he was loaned to Leeds. 5 goal contributions in 22-23, and 4 and 9 for Pirlo. So the guy out of our midfielders, he's the one with the most numbers. I mean, maybe Rabiot surpassed him one season, but it's not about that. He's only working out, and that's why what I admire. He's a good soldier. He's one of the only ones who doesn't seem affected by all the mentality shit we had, and he's a lot more mature than past
Quadrado is an
seasons.
idol.
I mean, everyone loves him. I don't know. He's doing a good job. I'm not saying he's the next Del Piero and build around him.
No, he
but he's
doesn't
doing a
have
good
to be.
job.
He's not supposed to
No,
be.
he doesn't.
That's
But
right.
to Gio's point, if we do see him in the advanced role in a key game, then it will be an issue despite
Yes.
his good work and everything. So
Yes.
it's not erasing a player's shortcomings. It's how do you work with them and still let this guy be an impact to the team? Because I do think that while you could say the work rate and effort is a bare minimum, I agree. But that's different. Effort and work rate with a more technical player comes through differently than effort and work rate with a guy that is physically imposing.
Yes.
It's different. Like picture a midfield when you had Vidal, Pirlo, etc. Like, was Pirlo gonna work hard with the grunt work and win the ball, or was that
That's
gonna be
probably-
Vidal's job?
Mm-hmm.
It's got to
And
work.
you're telling me he's the worst player to ever play for Juve? Have you seen the
Krasic.
midfielders he had in the past 5 years?
Krasic has to be up there.
Where are
Even
the numbers?
Krasic had
Where's-
some great games, so I'll be honest, man.
He
Like,
did,
Yes.
though.
early
All-
on? He dipped off like in December.
I,
and
I know we
disappeared,
get.
but yeah.
I know we got to move on from this, but just I
do.
challenge everybody here. Just
I think people just need to
try to look.
calm down.
Change your mind. Just change. It's okay to change your mind on things. It's okay to like grow a little bit sometimes.
It's just I don't understand why they can't just call it like he had a good game.
Yeah,
It's
just
like
call it
no,
he had a
no, never use it. And by the way, I left old Billy alone after Mckennie's showing yesterday. I just let it sit there and linger because I didn't want him to get cheesy dust all over his screen typing back. So we'll leave him
Gets
alone.
the
Now
side.
we got to get into this. Were there any flops for you? Good game, very positive. Was there any flops? I'll be honest, I had one.
Flops.
Honestly, I didn't.
I
I have one.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't know what the hell it is with Gatti. At the heart of a backline, he gives me zero confidence. Even in a game like that, that says a lot. But he just, for me, there's mental breakdowns. There's little bad reads here and there. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. If there's one little thing I take out of it, from one season to the next, and I don't know if it's this back three thing, he can only be to the outside of a back three for me. Kalulu is not going anywhere. This guy's going to play every minute left for the season. Kelly, you can't we said this at the beginning of the year. Kelly was going to be by default on that left side because he's left-footed, and Kalulu and Gatti are both a nightmare on that side of the pitch. I don't have a spot in this back three to play Gatti. Like, I just don't.
How do you like Kelly in that center role?
Are we getting to the three key takeaways? Because that was mine. That was one of mine.
Okay. Well, fire away with your takeaways then, and we'll get to Kelly. I'll talk about Kelly.
So I'll just machine gun them. One, I was down on David before the season started. I had my doubts, but now, sir, is your time to shine. This is with Dusan out. David has to step up, and based on yesterday, I can see it happening. So David now has to take the reins here, and I hope he does because we need him to. Two, has Meretti officially Wally Pip Turam out of that spot? Maybe.
Right
and
now,
I had to Spalletti got it right. Yildiz can never come off the park, but the one I wanted to put out there was Kalulu, Kelly, Cope Miners is the back three. If we're playing a back three, that's the back three, because Kelly doesn't get enough appreciation for what he's done recently. He's not a showstopper, but he's just been steady getting the job done. If he hasn't been in the news, you don't want your center back in the news or on the score sheet or on like for red cards, whatever. He's getting the job done.
I like the takeaways. I don't have anything to say. I was just going to answer to Kelly's whole thing. I still see Skanga as he's staying afloat. So how do I like him in the back, in the heart of the back? When Bremer returns, he's immediately there. So it's just like Kelly is staying afloat. Yes, he's doing a good job.
Yes.
I still, for me, if I'm right now, it's December 3rd. This upcoming summer, if I can find deals for Gatti and Kelly, I'd probably find deals for them.
Fair enough.
To be quite honest, if you can get capital. But Kelly, if he has to stick around and be a squad player, I'm fine with that too, to be honest. But Gatti, for me, I like he's not anywhere close to being serviceable as he was last year.
Or
he's taken a step back. I don't like it. So
no.
I got a question coming out of this game in terms of the backline. Because we lose Gatti and everybody's like, oh, we're so thin now. Rugani's close. Bremer is very close to getting back to the squad list. Okay. We don't have to deal with it very long. So hopefully the Bermuda Triangle can fucking hang on just a little bit. Okay. Just give us a bit here. Okay. Madonna. Now, hopefully they can hang on just a little bit. Now you get to this. You get to Bremer coming back. Cope Miners.
Yes.
Big talking point out of yesterday. Does Cope Miners move up into the midfield? Does he sit Locatelli when Bremer returns, when our back line is healthy and could be Kelly, Bremer, Kalulu, or however you want to shape it? Do you move Cope Miners back into that back line? Or the midfield, excuse me.
No. Cope Myers is our left center back or whatever, the back three. He's on the left for me. His ass is stapled to that spot.
Yeah. It depends. Like what we saw yesterday is the style of play that we are going to play, because Juve were dominant, they were pushing high, and it's no coincidence that Coop Miners in the midfield find a lot more room because we were pushing them back, as opposed to what we saw so far that we got pushed back. So we didn't really have the space, and he always with his back to go, and that's where he didn't shine. If that's the way we're going to play and that's how our games are going to look now, then yeah, I would slot him back in midfield. But he's doing just a great work at center left back. So if we move to like a 4-3-3, would you want him as like your like the Cambiasso role, like a left fullback?
No.
Okay.
So here's my thing with Coal Miners back into the midfield. I'm starting to feel like, again, going back to the Weston Mckennie discussion, how you put together your combinations is massive for this team. So if Cope Miners slides back into the midfield, I'm going to die on this hill. And if I'm the only one standing on that hill, that's fine. But I'm telling you, shit changes when Locatelli's not there in a game that's contested. Yesterday, we're all over them. And we're on the throttle and we're pushing them back. They're left to just try and these one-off counters. That's a game where Cope Miners positionally can drift and float and do whatever the hell he wants in that midfield role, which he did, and he got very far advanced and everything. I'm telling you, it changes. If you're going to put Cope Miners in the midfield and you want him at the heart, I don't have the confidence yet. Right now.
He hasn't shown us it. Yeah, it's
true. For me, it would be Coop and Locatelli with Miretti advanced. And that's a midfield I'd love to see. Yep. I'd love to see a midfield of Thuram, Locatelli, and Miretti. I believe we're at a point where you have to have three. You have to figure out if you want a three-man backline, you got to go 3-5-2. Miretti, for me, I've been saying this. I'm going to die on this hill as well.
Yes,
He's a
you
must.
are.
He's a must.
Must.
From what
Strong
he's
words.
bringing in, he's got to be in there. So, for you guys, like, does Miretti have to be stapled in as a starter on this Juve team right now?
Depends on the
I
opponent.
wouldn't say staple, but right now, based on performance, he's ahead of Thuram.
Yeah.
Hard to argue.
Miretti
Yeah.
has
Hard to argue with
overtaken Thuram right now, I think, for importance to the group.
Yeah.
It pains me to say it, but it's true.
To Skanga's point about keeping co-miners at the back line, another reason why is because when I watch this team play, I only see several guys actually directing traffic. And this is why I want those guys on the pitch. Do you know who those three are? Co-miners from the back line,
Yes,
Locatelli in the middle of the park, and even Miretti further up. When he doesn't have the ball, even though he's going to space, he's fucking
asking
telling
for
these
it.
yahoos where to go and where to move. I want those guys on the pitch. That way you
true.
have direction in all phases. So for me, I'm with Skanga. I keep him at the back for now, especially in back three. If you're
Now,
going
would you
4-3-3, then we talk.
I have concerns about, now I don't watch Napoli play. I don't watch anybody else play. So I have no real idea, but I know that McTominay is going to steamroll Miretti in the middle if they play him on Sunday. So I have concerns about him playing stronger midfield, but he's done
McTominay
nothing.
will come down more to Loca and a combination of Kalulu, Kelly, and Cope Miners.
But that's a good point. Like if you have McTominay, then I might prefer Thuram. I might
I think
challenge
it might
him
come down to
physically
opponent.
in the air. I would trust Thuram more there.
That's
Like
that's
Miretti
sort of
is
what I'm
good
thinking.
in games where we're controlling the ball, we're attacking and trying to get into the area. If we're pinned back, I know maybe it will be the case against Napoli. I might prefer Thuram.
But if you want to go forward, I think this is what Burrow's going to say. Why don't we play a style of play where we pin them back? And in that case, we need someone with Miretti's
Well, not even
talents to
that.
help
It's
this
just
team.
this
Of
is why
course.
you have to play three midfielders, boys. And you
Mhm.
can't you got to still have somebody that's robust in there. So it's like I'm leaning towards a 3-5-2 where you have two attackers. One of David, one of Openda, Yildiz, and I'm sorry, like Chico's a big part of creation. He might have to find a home playing as a wingback. And I'm okay to do that as well. And Jagrova can do it as well, like he did with Lille as well. You got to find alternatives, and you gotta make it work. So I think being set or stuck in one system probably isn't ideal, and you're gonna have to adapt here and there based on the players you have. How you start against Napoli, we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll still talk about some of the things on the backside of this. A calm and clinical 2-0. What does this win actually tell us? Is this a real step forward or just handling business against a weaker opponent? Do you think that some signs of Spalletti's influence are actually starting to come through?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
I mean,
Was this the first match where you're like, this is starting to actually resemble Spalletti teams?
Yeah. Have you seen the press? I mean, they were killing it in the press. They just didn't give him the entire first half. They didn't give him room to breathe. You were so fast to get the ball back and pin them down to their own half. That's a lot more like what we've seen from Spalletti with Napoli, and even earlier with Roma and Inter. But yeah, it looks like he's starting really to affect the team, and not only on the pitch, mentally they're different. There's a different vibe. And yeah, so far so good, man. I like it. But yeah, it is a weaker opponent, and I hope we play like this against all the weak opponents we have, because up until now we were drawing and losing. And so yeah, if that's the way to go, like top tier teams in Italy are top tier teams. You never know how it's going to work. You got to dominate the smaller teams, and that's the way to do it. That's what they did yesterday.
Yeah.
I
It's going to
can't
be a
remember
whole different game against Napoli, but yeah.
I can't remember a game under Tudor or Motta, and I'm sure that they were there, where it was just like on cruise control. We went up 1, we didn't sit back, the game plan didn't change, we kept going at them. We go up 2, almost go up 3, and then we iced the last 8 minutes. When the hell was the last time that it was comfortable? Like there was no panic in the fan base, right? Normally it's oh, here we go.
No, it was
subs coming in.
It was comfortable. I wasn't yelling at anybody on the phone at work. I was just cruising. I was like, okay, we're good.
Even to Omer's point, like the players, the vibe on the field, the players on the field, they look more comfortable and they look like they know what they're doing.
Yeah. Maybe
it's a weaker opponent, maybe. But
the vibes are a little bit different. When we've talked a lot about culture, and we're hoping, because Kamoli's been here just a short period of time, but there's a lot of talk going on around the culture, and naturally when you have this much turnover, this many changes over a short span of seasons, you're going to start highlighting what's going on in the actual building. But there's a little bit of a shift. So if we want to talk about Spalletti's influence, albeit it's a short period of time right now, but even if you're looking from outside of the performances, because I think this was the first game you actually saw, like, shit that Spalletti likes to do with his teams. It's the first time we actually, like, okay, this is what could happen. It made me happy because I've been saying it for like a million times, over and over and over. This team is capable of more than what we've been getting. Okay? While we shit on players, while we get I know deep down this team is capable of more. I'm watching scrubs in Serie A duking it out for the next IFTV video on who's going to win the Scudetto, okay? I'm watching scrubs do that, and every week they write a new video on a new team. Roma, Milan, it's their Scudetto. Listen, calm the fuck down. This Serie A is weak. Weak as fuck.
I know they're afraid Juve will start clicking. They are, because they know we have
Juve starts clicking, if any team, I'll go as far as say, if any team starts clicking, can go on a healthy run, then you can do some damage and you can get to a Scudetto in this Serie A because nobody's been convincing. So I was happy to see that. What I'm also happy to see, something we've always talked about, when you're talking about coaches and their teams being a reflection of them. Well, I don't know if anybody noticed, but in the pressers after this match, this was a match where Spalletti comes out in his presser and he goes, we are going to win the Coppa Italia. We are going after it. We want to win the Coppa Italia. Period.
Good.
You know what?
Good.
Who gives a shit about failure? If you don't get it done, well, you cross that bridge when you get there. You stop babying these players. You start getting after it. Mckennie, Cope Miners, and there was another player, all said the exact same thing after the match. This is Juve. It's an important club. It's a historic club. We need to get them back to winning ways. We have to do better than what we've done. Period. Like, the excuses are done. There's nowhere to hide for anybody. That in its own might help establish the culture to where it needs to be. But even though it's honeymoon phase for all involved when you look at management, it's nice to see consistency amongst what they're all saying. From Camoli to Spalletti to the players now. Because if you have a break in the chain there, it means it's not really hitting home. It might finally be fucking hitting home for these guys.
Small break in the chain. Do we have a sporting director yet? Can we get that sorted out?
No.
But I agree.
It's Camoli.
No,
it's Camoli.
We saw something a bit more modern on the pitch. We saw fast passing. Like, this was the best passing game I've seen from Juve in a long time. They were going forward. They weren't always passing back and sideways. They were looking for ways to get in the area, every attack, and as quickly as possible. We saw a high press. We saw a team dominating a weaker team. That it's been so long since I've been able to say that. Now let's follow it up. Again, it's one game, Coppa Italia. Let's see how it unfolds.
I don't believe in modern football, really, to be honest. I'll be quite honest. I mean, the game hasn't fucking changed. 1 ball, 2 goals. I'm just going to say this. I saw a team that was confident. I finally saw a team that went out there and looked like they believed they were going to take that game. That's
and
what I
everybody
need
was
to
on the
see.
same page. They were all on the same page. All 11 players were on the same page yesterday.
If we go to this, does this win change your confidence? Because some fans were saying, pump the brakes, boys. Does this win change your confidence level in terms of Serie A? Because I asked this question the last victory show, and I said, what's your level of belief on a scale of 1 to 10 that Juve can get back into contention talks? I didn't say win the Scudetto. People are like, whoa, dude, settle down, slow down. Does this win give you a little more confidence? Like, I'm pretty confident we'll get back into the discussion of contention for the top.
Why shouldn't I believe? Because of
Bingo.
because of all those agendas that Mckennie is shit and this guy's shit and that guy's not good enough and this
Yes,
guy's
because
paid
you
too
have
much.
to talk to Billy.
This is why I need to not believe. Then I wouldn't watch it. I mean, I'm not watching it to finish in 4th place. Of course I believe it. What is it? 4 points? 4 points win against Napoli. Where do we go in the table? 3rd, 5th? I don't know.
If this league had a legit team, I already said it, we would have already been dead in the water in the league if you wanted to be
100%.
in the top talks. You don't go 2 wins out of 13 games a period like that and only come away with 5 points away from the top spot.
Like, what are we talking about here?
What are we talking about? Of course we can do it. Okay? Billy, don't be like Billy. Billy doesn't believe, so don't be like Billy, okay?
Listen, I'm no brakes. I am gas pedal in the oil pan all the time. I have more faith in the rest of the league being
No idea
shit.
what it means.
I have more faith in the rest of the league being shit than Juventus going on like this magical run. All we need to do is go on like a little run here and there. Just carve into the league. Everybody's going to fall off. Roma, if I hear one more of Roma run away with this league, I'm going to fucking lose it.
Run away. They don't have a
Or,
striker.
This
or,
month
or
of
Bologna,
December.
what are we talking about?
Let's get the run this month of December, okay? Let's take
Bingo.
it to these punks on the weekend. No team
It's a big
scares me. Like,
No.
I'm going into these big matchups not even worried. Like, I'm like, yeah, that team doesn't scare. No team in Serie A scares me. Napoli this week, they don't scare me. I'm not scared. Napoli don't care. Roma don't care. Bologna don't give a shit. What I give a shit about? Us. Who shows up. Right now, if that Juve shows up with that frame of mind up here, yeah, we can clean house in December, and that would be a run that would put you right back in the talks. So I believe.
The kid.
I believe.
Billy the Dweeb.
When you talk about the Napoli game coming up, I remember the discussions we had on the pregame with some fans that are saying if it's in Juve, and this was legit from some fans, not Billy, don't worry about Billy, but some fans said Juve would be in their best interest to focus on league, forget Coppa Italia, and I said nonsense.
Whoa.
Yesterday turned into exactly what it was in terms of opportunity for Juve, an opportunity to keep momentum going, to build off it, to gain confidence and attack that match at the weekend. That game couldn't have gone any better for doing that. That's the confidence boost going into that game that you needed. You got guys like David and Openda looking good. You've got Cope Miners is playing ball. Okay?
Yep.
You got your captain, okay, he stepped up, buried a PK. David got a goal. David had one canceled out. Openda had one canceled out. You guys are looking good. Cabal looked good. Cabal still getting flack from a lot of fans saying they don't see anything in him. I thought he looked good.
Yep. No issues.
Yeah. And on top of that, you have Bremer coming back and Yildiz.
Now,
I think
Juve have tools. Juve have tools, man. They can do something if it works out. And I'm glad we got a coach who's not in that frame of mind. Oh, we should give up on the Champions League to focus on the league. I want a coach who's hungry, no matter what, to win everything.
He hasn't said a fucking word about top 4. Thank you. Okay?
Yeah.
No, he said the same thing that Omer said. Why shouldn't I believe? 4 points, 5 points, 6 points. Why shouldn't I believe? Some are talking like we're 13 out of the mix.
We're 5. It's 5.
Yeah. Now, that said, Napoli at the weekend.
Yep. Big
How
one.
are you feeling
Away,
going
right?
into that matchup? If you had to give me your lineup to face those guys, what would it look like right now as we sit?
Okay,
Same back
so
three.
yeah,
Same
we
back three?
basically have no defenders. So yeah, same back three.
Di Gregorio, obviously. Is that obvious right now? Or some people are more Perin guy.
I know Perrin was injured.
Some guys
I
might
don't know
want
if he
Francesco
gets back.
Forno, Frankie Oven, the ref from yesterday, to be and keep the way they talk about D-Gray.
Yeah,
Old Frankie Oven.
Was that his name?
Francesco Forno.
someone named him in the chat. What was the name in the chat that they gave him?
Well, no, his name translated would be Frankie Oven.
Frankie Oven. Yeah, it's a good name.
So good. I did not know that. I would have used that on the main the whole
Serie A
game.
refs, man. Frankie Oven and the Twits.
Well, it's like a Serie C ref. They just brought him in because everyone got demoted to Serie B.
It's true. We've seen him before. In the middle, well, first of all, is it a 3-5-2 that we're going to go with? Most likely.
3-5-2 or 3-4-2-1,
yeah.
as we like to see it most likely. If you go with what I believe we'll see and what I would probably do, I think they're going to be quite different because I think Chico will start.
Ooh, I was seeing Locatelli, Thuram, and Weston in the middle. Somehow Chico out there with 27 on the other side, and then Yildiz and David up front.
So you would play Chico as the outside player on the right.
I think he's going to shoehorn him in there.
Wow. I think you're going to get the front three being Chico, Yildiz, and David. And I think you're going to get a midfield two of Loca and Thuram, and I think you're going to get Colt Miners left center back because of what's going on at the back line. For the outsides,
he's putting 27 in there.
I think that Mckennie might have worked his way into there. I think he's going to be one of the outside guys, and I think Cambiasso will be the other.
Yeah, that's
anyway.
that's
Kostic
my guess.
starts this game.
So what's that?
I think he's angry with him because of the goal considered against Cagliari. That mistake,
good point.
Horrible mistake.
You think Kostic starts over 27 there, Berto?
No, I don't think so. If I had to pick what Spalletti's going to do for Napoli, I believe it's going to be Kalulu. Kalulu's going to be all year. D-Gray, Kalulu, Kelly, Colt Miners. Across the middle, I think you're going to get Mckennie, Loca, Thuram, Cambiasso, and I think you're going to get Chico, Yildiz, and David. What I would do, find a way to get Moretti in that lineup, but not right next to Locatelli. I would probably start this game with three midfielders. Moretti ahead of Loca, Thuram, and I would start with Yildiz and David at the top. Yildiz with free roam. That's what I would do.
I don't disagree, but are we getting to the point where we need to find space for Zhigrova to get in there? Are we at that point?
I don't think so because I don't think he has the minutes right now.
No, he's not match fit.
I think we're getting close.
Because Spalletti literally said he's not. He goes, it's just a matter of his recovery. That's why he's coming off the bench.
I still like to start.
And in terms of Napoli, they play today, so we have 1 day advantage on them of rest. They lost. They still don't have Lukaku. They lost De Bruyne. Now they lost Anguissa as well. Conte sort of reverted back to a more familiar role with 3 at the back, 3-4-3. And now they're kind of basing it off their wingers, Nolang and Neres, who are good players. But it's something Juve can manage. If Juve can shut down their flanks, they will have a tough time. But the atmosphere, it's an away game. Spalletti coming back. I mean, this is the upside down, man. Spalletti is coaching Juve against Conte, who coaches Napoli.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd see that.
Couple bald
Never
guys
really
going
thought
at
about
it.
it.
In a Maradona named stadium.
Conte had a revival there. It's it's gonna be good. I'm pumped for that game, guys. Any early indications of what you think's gonna happen? Are you gonna call a victory? Are you gonna call a draw? Like, what do you? I'm gonna tell you right now, Juve's winning that game, baby.
Wow. Okay.
We don't play
I'll take
well
you up
there.
on that.
We
What's
don't
that?
play well
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I'm
Recent
okay
years we
with a
didn't do.
draw away. I want us to play well. I'm okay with a draw. Obviously, a victory would be the best, but I think because historically we've had issues in that god awful wreck of a stadium. That stadium's just gross. I don't even want like people are like, oh, it's one of those meccas. It's a dump from what I've seen. There's mold all over the place. What are we talking about? Anyways, dump.
Hey man, all I know is
That's why
when
I'm
we
happy
talk
with the
about the
draw.
players bathing in
You're-
trash bins, that we're the bad guys.
You have such an issue with construction. Every time you see a broken stadium, you get angry. Like that's the thing that
But
bothers
like
you
know,
most.
and everyone's like, "Oh, I'd love to retire in Italy. No Home Depots, no 24-hour drugstores, and all the stadiums
That
are
also
shit.
an
You
issue.
got
Home
Home
nothing to
Depot
do.
really is a fantastic place. Like,
You need it, Berto.
my kids love it. My kids love Home Depot.
Like, what are we talking about here? Anywho,
Now,
oh my god, I got a headache. It's 8:00. Sorry, everything's closed.
some good vibes,
Anyway.
but we do have
Be
another draw
prepared,
in there. Justin's with you, Skanga. Our boy Justin's with you on a draw. We got Chris coming in with 2-0. A brace for David. You're as
God, I hope
cold as ice. Let's go. Let's get that fucking Mountie going, buddy. David. I need this guy to start Bengals. We had a great joke yesterday, by the way, with the whole Vlahovic injury, with the claim made that it was Trimble that orchestrated the injury so that he could start to climb back in that little bed of his. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Good
By the
stuff
way,
there. But
I
no, we
called,
hate seeing the guys go down. We'd obviously want the depth. Right now, the concern at the back line, I'm not really feeling it. I know Gatti's out and we're a little skinny right now, but Bremer and Rugani are close. So I don't think it's as bad as we're thinking. We just need these guys back. Rugani's very close, closer than originally anticipated. So we should be
Bremer
able to
is December.
work through it.
I did hear that Gatti was so it's a meniscus with surgery and 1 month recovery. Laughed my balls off. Sure, it's going to be a month.
Those
Sure.
meniscus things, and this
J
is
Medical?
this is the whole concern around Bremer, right? So they're saying 1 month, and that is like the standard. So if you went
Yes.
in and you got a meniscus repair, whatever, they tell you 1 month. Okay, so you're like at a 1 month thing. Then you factor in the J Millick tax, okay? Because
Multiply
these
by
guys
3.
can't bring you back from a common cold in a week, okay? So
Yep.
you tack on that tax. Then you tack in just Juve in general, and we might never see Gatti again. Okay, so
You want to know? Serious question though. I think Dusan's done for the season. They say 3 months. I think he's done for the year. I don't think we'll ever see.
I asked
Dusan.
it yesterday. Is this
he
the
might
last
be
time we
done.
saw
He might
Dusan?
be done. I mean, this
He
has
might be
been
done.
this is the third year of this
Yes.
particular thing being an issue for him. Now going to surgery, and there's obviously
don't
concerns with Bremer coming back from a meniscus. It's nasty. Like it could go. Look at Milik. Look at Pogba. Like it's a nightmare. I'm holding faith that it's going to be all good, but it could go any other way. I'm going to say this though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm losing faith in fucking Juve when it comes to managing our players and like these injuries, and you see Burgess's name brought in there, and it's ridiculous. Every year we hear about changes at J-Med. Kamoli was supposed to come in, full sale changes. Burgess just got here. So I'm not going to go all in on the people, but we need to start seeing changes here. When I hear Spalletti come out, and I brought this up with Vlahovic, when I hear him come out and say, yeah, we were preserving him in Champions League, whatever, he's been battling issues, you play him against Cagliari, 3 points away from relegation side. It's like, did you have to use him there? Like, are we really doing what's best for these guys? Or is it just the same fucking blunders and different people? Like, you gotta fucking ask these questions. When it comes, and I'm not putting the new regime in this category right now, I'm speaking to everything prior. Juve, for the past little while, when it comes to like injuries and just the physical department, fitness, conditioning, we have been bottom tier.
Nightmare.
It's nowhere near good enough of a team with that kind of resources. It's been laughable. So they got to start sorting this shit out. But right now, I don't know. These are a couple. The Gatti one I could kind of let slide because he wasn't in action according to a flu. Was it actually a flu? Did he have some issue? Whatever. Knee things are freak. They could just happen. But the Vlahovic one, I don't know. I question that one. I question Juve on that one. I'll be quite honest.
I put some of it on Dusan, maybe.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Because I always, I mean, from what I know, from what I asked, I mean, eventually if a player is a bit injured or something like that, the coach asks him, do you feel ready to play? And if Dusan would have said no, Spalletti wouldn't have shoved him in the... He shouldn't have asked him in the first place. But I'm positive Dusan also wanted to play and said, yeah, I can.
Well, the thing there, too, is you got a guy that's on a final contract here.
Got to play.
Did he push himself? Did he push himself beyond? Did he maybe bullshit a bit to the doctors? Remember that All or Nothing where, what's his name? Who was it? Was it actually Bonucci that legit lied? He's like, yeah, I kind of lied to get in there because I wanted to play.
100%.
It happens.
Players do it.
It happens.
I think his was an ankle, right? I think it was an ankle injury or something.
You know?
Yeah.
But that's where if you have doubt, you put him through the gears to see in training. Like, you kind of like, okay, let's see. Let's test it.
Side shuffle. I'm nuts. Do a side shuffle. Let's see how it looks.
Yeah. We'll get,
Moonwalk.
Big Sven in here to stretch and then see if he puts you through the gears if you're just fine or not. So we'll see. We'll see. But Napoli's going to be a big one this weekend. It seems that we're all in agreement that there is definitely momentum to take out of this one into that game. I have no fear there. Let's see what it holds. We are going to get to storm the barn, but again, I've been loving this one. But Omer, with the segment, it's time for the bald statements.
Oh, yeah. What's this?
You know what? We kind of need a song. Maybe we should get Frankie Oven in the Twits a cappella, a little song for the bald statements.
Yeah. We need some intro.
Need a little tune.
Some sound bite. Tom.
We'll have to work on that. Yeah. All right. So he's going to fire some statements off, and then we're going to say if we agree or disagree. Let's go.
Elaborate a bit if you have anything to say. Now, the one we did yesterday was a bit more general football questions. So this time, I made statements about Juve.
All right.
So buckle up because some of them are going to get some of the people in the chat pretty
I'm not wearing
angry.
a belt. That's okay.
Now,
picante bald statements today. I like it. Spicy. Spicy.
Now, a disclaimer. The fact that I'm saying it doesn't mean I believe it. It's just I'm looking for bold statements. So it's not what I think about all of
That's
those.
totally opposite of what he said in the green room, by the way, everybody. He totally said, these are all my statements.
Yeah, because I lie live. Come on. Everyone. I'm kidding. Okay.
No, we're joking.
First one. Claudio Marchisio was an average player.
Disagree.
Somewhat agree.
Elaborate.
Maybe I just didn't watch it enough. I never saw him as like a legend of the club. I thought he was a very good player, but people keep putting him in. He is the only jersey I have, like the official jersey that I actually wear. That black jersey with the Jeep, the one where he scored at Celtic there at Celtic Park. So I love Marchisio, but I think he gets a little bit too much. I think he was a very good player. I'm not going to put him in the legend status.
Okay. I don't even know where the fuck to start with that. Number one, club legend. Yeah, I would say he's up there. I don't think like to the tiers of like Del Piero or anything, but he's one of us. Like literally
Yeah,
through
see
the
it.
academy and everything. Whether he
Yeah.
got the nod or not because of 2006 and what went down is regardless. As a player, great midfielder. Fantastic fucking midfielder. Very good technically, good vision, could score goals. He was good. I would say average is pretty fucking rough for Marquisio. And if anybody doubts it, go look at that fucking final against Barca and tell me that's an average fucking player. Bullshit.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
1 for 1.
I do agree with you. I do agree with you. It took me a long while to see it. Like I had a late appreciation.
Oh, that's
for
fair.
Marquisio.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yes.
It
Maybe
took
I
me a
haven't
while.
watched enough. But
And out of the 4 midfielders, I don't want to say the worst one, but Pogba, Vidal, and Pirlo were the better players, but like by small margins. Okay, number 2.
Wait,
Juventus,
whoa. Go back. Who? Pirlo and who?
Pirlo,
Vidal,
Vidal, and Pogba. What did I
Pogba.
say? Did I say someone else?
We're better than Marquisio?
Yeah, out of the
Pirlo
out of
for
the
sure.
4,
Vidal, I'd give him one season definitely, like where he's number 2 to Pirlo out of the bunch there. And Pogba was insane, but
yeah.
I'll put Marquisio probably towards the backside of that one, slightly over Vidal at times because Vidal had one monster year. But yeah,
sort of what I'm saying. But
Fair.
but that
Okay,
doesn't make
number
him
2.
average though, because that's an insane
No.
group of midfielders.
No,
I
no,
wouldn't say
I mean-
average. Yes. Yeah.
Again, bold statements. Okay, number 2. Juventus were better off keeping Benatia and not bringing back Bonucci.
This is tough because Benatia was so strong that year.
He was.
But would we have had Benatia play at that level for the range after that? Because Bonucci actually came in clutch when everybody got hurt and he had to run with the young boys because Chiellini went out and we still got to that Scudetto. That was number 9. I'm
No, I'd stick with Bonucci.
disagree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whichever the one is, keep
Actually-
Bonucci. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually think Juventus were better off because then I believe they would have bought a new center back, and that's what started kind of the all returns thing.
It's hard to.
And-
How much did we buy him back for again?
What was it, 30 million or
The
20
business
plus
side of
for-
it was so
No,
fucking
it-
stupid, but
Because
I think-
Caldara was involved in that transfer, I believe.
yeah,
Um,
I think we're better off bringing Bonucci back,
Bonucci
especially
was
when I look at
literally-
Benatia's career after that and stuff, and then yeah,
Okay. Next
That's a
one.
bold-
2014-15 was the strongest Juventus side out of all that decade of dominance.
which
That's
one?
the first 14-15 when we made it to the final against Barca. Just to give you the quick lineup.
Yeah, please.
You know what? Not the lineup, because I looked at that team today and I forgot how stacked it was.
14,
Like, there are
15
players
was
that-
like that's your
Yeah.
MVP midfield. That's Tevez, that's Lichtsteiner. No, Evra didn't come yet. He came 15, 16.
No, he did. He was there.
Was he there? Yeah, see, even Evra was there,
Yeah.
14, 15.
Who's
Yeah,
up front
Evra.
on that season?
Llorente, Tevez, and Morata were the
Yeah.
guys. We had Pereira as backup midfield. Jovinko was still in that team. Lichtsteiner
The
was
only
still in
year
that
for
team.
me where I would contest it would probably be the 17, 18 squad.
With
And-
Higuain, right?
I just don't
16,
think that
17.
you could pick that midfield to go up against the MVP midfield plus those other guys. So I'm going to agree that that's the strongest team out of that run.
Strongest
Yeah.
team, but I would still take Higuain if I could any day of the week. When he was on fire, he was fucking unbelievable.
Because 15,
Yeah, but-
16 is pretty much the same team with Higuain.
Yes.
Like,
No,
except you
no,
lose
no, no,
Pirlo.
no.
You lose Pirlo. You lose... Pogba's still
lose-
there. You lose Tevez
No, you're
too, though.
confusing. You're confusing seasons. 15-16 was when Vidal and Pirlo and Tevez left.
Yeah.
And in Khedira, Mandzukic came in. Dybala, that was his first season. And then the season after, we got Dani Alves, we got Pjanic, we got Higuain.
Yeah, but 15-16 is pretty much the same side other than like Pirlo leaving, Vidal was gone, Tevez was gone, but you brought in Higuain, you had Dybala, and who else came in 15-16? Or what's his name? Sandro balled out 15-16. That was the insane Sandro year.
Yeah, first year. That's the first year we got him.
Yeah, that was an insane year. I'd give it to 14-15 just because that midfield. I'll agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so too. Number 4, international football is dead.
International football is dead.
It pains me to say it, but I used to get really excited when the Azzurri would play. Now it's like...
So is the Azzurri dead or international football is dead?
Both.
I believe there's too many games. I believe that because you see them so often now again, you lose the hype. You lose the fuck, they're getting together like it's an international. It's too much now. So
yeah,
I somewhat agree.
Yeah. Well, there are reasons for the drop off.
Like,
I mean,
Nations League fucking really like? Does that have to happen? Like, no, it's just more fucking games. It's useless. It's stupid. You watch because it's football.
The problem is that it's going to get worse with 48 teams in the World Cup and a lot of new stuff they're going to introduce. I think it's getting worse. There's tons of reasons for it. We won't get into it now. If the guys
I somewhat agree, though. I somewhat agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Okay. Ooh, this is a tough one. Brace yourself. Chiesa was never the franchise player Juve hoped for. He's a world-class highlight merchant, not a system cornerstone.
Agreed.
I didn't catch the last part. He's a highlight merchant?
Yes.
Yeah, a world-class highlight merchant, not a system cornerstone.
I agree, but that knee injury, the knee injury was big. But I agree.
Yeah. We
don't know.
I agree with you. I think it's the injury that kind of killed it.
He's not a cornerstone player. I will agree.
Mm-hmm.
You think he's a highlight merchant?
Could have been.
He could have. Maybe.
Could have been.
But,
mm-hmm. Okay.
But people keep bringing up his name. Drives me fucking nuts. Can we just move past him, please? Jesus.
Swarit, sorry, man. I didn't say earmuffs before this one. My bad.
Yeah. And number 6 and last, Allegri returning was the football equivalent of texting your ex at 3 a.m.
Agreed.
Allegri returning to Juventus or just Serie A in general?
No, Juventus. Fuck Serie A.
Agreed.
Now listen, anyone who says they haven't texted their ex at 3 a.m. is a fucking liar. We've all done it. Just admit to it. So I will agree.
But I still stand firm. It was looking back, he was probably the right guy for that, what ended up happening. But it is the equivalent.
I disagree. Like when I gave that analogy before, but when you navigate, the minute you get lost, you go back to the last point where you knew where you were. And that was Max Allegri for Juve. They kind of tried it out. Pirlo, COVID, sorry. It didn't work out. Okay, back to where we knew what we were doing, but it wasn't the same Juve and just...
There's no coach that would have stuck around when the board got dismantled and like actually dealt with all that shit at the forefront like he did. Nobody would have done that. No other coach would have done that.
Footnote, I've never texted an ex since I've been dating / married to my wife. Never done it.
Protecting yourself after that one, the nice little...
Yeah.
And that's the end of the statement. Haven't done it in 18 years, minimum. It's been 18 years.
Yeah.
Oh,
hey,
I love the bald
statements,
internet, man. You never know what you're going to get in the bald statements. That's gold. That's gold. All right. That's gold. Storm the barn. Let's see if we can machine gun some of these and get in here.
Yeah, I got 9 minutes.
Well,
Let's
yeah,
go.
we're pretty much there. Let's go. Spalletti needs to reverse that 5-1 game. Traumatic experience. Oh my God, if we could reverse that scoreline. Oh my God.
That
Don't get a
match was
haircut
brutal.
on Monday if that's the case, because them barbers are gonna be pissed off. So don't go in for any haircuts on Monday if we beat Napoli 5-1. If you're everyone's gonna leave with a reverse mohawk, just shave right down the middle. Now, if you're Kamoli, what positions would you bring reinforcements in January? What's your max budget for it? Do you personally think this will happen? Okay, so yeah, if you're Kamoli, what do you think's the highest priority position in January?
Center back.
Defense. Absolutely center
back
back.
line.
Something on the defensive line. Yeah.
Stop leaking goals. Stop leaking goals.
Yeah. So would you go for Ramos? Would you take him?
Okay.
Yes.
The devil is in the details. If the details line up, I would not be against it with this current Juve side.
Which means he would be for it.
Yeah.
Which I would be for.
Yeah. I would say that I haven't watched him in like
not want
2
to
years.
not take him.
I haven't watched him in 2 years, and I probably wouldn't have brought him. But because it's Serie A and you have Jamie Vardy dunking on Italiano 2 goals at like 37 years old, and then
Why did
he
the
might.
strikers think? Oh, right, because
If people don't believe Juve should sign him, like if the terms are okay, if the details line up, I would ask you, how would you feel if Milan signed him? Because if you're bothered by it, then that probably means it wouldn't be bad if Juve signed him.
Devil's in the details. Fully agree with that.
Because I hear a lot of people are like, no, what are you talking about? You sign, and then they're like, man, I hope Milan doesn't sign him. Huh?
Billy, that's something Billy would say.
Come on, Billy.
I mean, I told you last season that I would sign Pepe if we had the opportunity because we were that bad without Bremer.
Fucking teeth, man.
Oh, God, yes. But I agree.
Itzane. Pepe, man. We'd have to ramp up the toothpaste
we said we needed
supply
assholes,
in
didn't we?
Continassa with those choppers, man. Fucking Pepe. The biggest chiclets I've ever fucking seen.
That's so mean.
We don't have enough toothpaste into it. Okay, that's not mean. It's just fuck. He's got big teeth. They're white. At least they're white. Fuck. Now, what is wrong with Cambiaso? And also, did anyone notice they didn't celebrate with David on the first goal? So, yeah, they would just rip back to Mckennie for the ball and stuff like that. But yeah, they still
David didn't celebrate either. David celebrated like it was an own goal. So
ice cold, man. I don't care if he was also laughing after the insane finish there. I don't even know if he would have sullied that one by the looks of it. But what's wrong with Cambiaso? I
actually think he got better under Spalletti. And he did do some nice thing with him at the national team. It seems he likes him to some degree. But I think he got just toned down a bit. It seems like Spalletti told him, look, don't run into the area every attack. Try to stay close to the ball. You have defensive duties. It seemed like they toned his attacking prowess
I was
down.
literally going to say I didn't have a huge issue with Cambiaso yesterday. And he wasn't really like this big impact, this influence on the game. But that's also okay. Because he still did a job. Like, he needs to understand you can't always be at the forefront. You can't always be like that. And if you're trying to force it in a game where it's not there, you're better off to pick up other duties in that game and just help your team in other ways. And I think that might be where Spalletti's going with it. So last season, when he goes through that struggle and that huge spell after the rumors, whatever, and it carried into this season at the start, it's like I see a guy that's just like fucking lost. It's like he just doesn't know, like, I can't do this anymore. I'm not creative, like whatever. And he's just going through the motions. But yesterday, I never really felt like he was going through the motions. He's just doing the simple things. And like, hey, I could advance it here. I'm going to do that. Oh, there's no run off for me. I'll just like support. and stay here in this spot. And that's okay too. It's like Yildiz. There's going to be games where, you know what? Whether you're central, you're on the flank, whatever, they just don't want you to do anything. Be the decoy. Trust your teammates, trust the other guys to get something done, right? Like, it's going to change from game to game. So I think I'm with you, Omer. I think they're going to just try to look at balancing thing out, maybe making him more of an overall player.
Yeah, so under Tudor, he went from being complete dog shit under Tudor to low impact under Spalletti. So it's an upgrade.
It is, technically.
Hey,
it's an upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
The Cambiasso at the start of last year is what he's capable of. Like, for the first few months, he's involved
the
in like
streets will never forget.
85 to 90% sequences of offense was through him. Like, I just don't understand. I just don't understand how that fades completely. It's like there's got to be a way to still get him in. But at some point, if you're going to have Yildiz, Chico, Miretti on the pitch, like, you're going to start having too many guys that all want to be at the forefront driving offense forward. And guys are going to be sacrificed. You can't feed everybody, right? So I don't think it's
a
Thanksgiving? Huge thing. I don't think it's a huge thing. Since we only have 2.5 center backs right now, do you think we need to switch to a 4-man back? Because if an injury happens in game center, normally I would say yes. Right now, I actually think I'd stick with the 3.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're doing fine in general.
Yeah.
It has improved. Like, we concede less chances in matches.
It feels like a gamble. I mean, I'm kind of with them there. Like, it's risky, but I would continue.
Very risky.
I would continue. And it seems fucked up to say it, but I would continue. Anyone else think Vlahovic's early form kind of hurt David and Openda settling in? He was on fire, but it meant David sat on the bench and never really got going. I actually would say that, yes, when we started playing that game, I called it. I said Tudor created an issue out of something that wasn't an issue.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So and that's why I said at the beginning of this show, David, he has a clear runway. He's got clean air in front of him.
I fully agree with that statement. Fully agree with it.
Yeah. If you could watch a Juventus match again for the very first time, which one would you choose? Oh, fuck. I love this question.
Mm-hmm.
No Champions League finals.
I would probably, just off the top of my head, I would probably choose that 3-2 win against Inter where Higuain scored there. Was it 3-2, 4-3? 3-2.
3-2, that's a good one.
Just off top of my head, recent ones. I'm sure there's others, but I'd watch that one again.
Yeah, there are tons of games, but I would watch the second leg in 2003 of Juve Real Madrid, the 3-0 with Trez Nedved.
Yeah. That was mine, you son of a bitch. I love that game.
Yeah. That's a beauty.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful game. Beauty. I will go back, and if I get the experiences as well, I'll go back to Cinque Maggio and the win against Udinese and everything that followed after in celebrations, if it's all part of it. Not for the game standalone, but just for everything around it. If I had to pick...
Are these games available to watch? Are they all on YouTube or
yeah.
Juventus?
Yeah. Not on YouTube. I'll text it to you later. I don't remember the name, but there is a site when you can watch all the matches back
Football
to the
Archives.
70s,
There's Football Archives that you could type in.
There's another one. I need to remember the name. I'll send it to you later. You can watch any match you want.
I can shotgun one more, and then I got to roll.
Cool.
Oh, no. We did that one. Skanga, you're 11 versus Napoli. He already kind of gave that one.
Chris,
okay, we're going to finish off with someone from the Army bringing in a bold statement. Well, they might have hair, so it might be just a bold statement. But the signing of Higuain supersedes the signing of Ronaldo. Higuain better than Ronaldo.
They were special. They were special in their own ways. Like, Ronaldo was a fucking circus. That was awesome. But Higuain was like, we bought Napoli's best player, and then we went on to steamroll him. It was a different feeling. I love them both equally.
it's a tough
looking
one. 'Cause
back now, I was
the
super
times were
hyped for the
different.
Ronaldo signing, loved it, and I
Oh,
was like,
yeah.
man, you have to take that shot because I believed you were right there. But
Yeah.
if I'm looking at the Higuain signing, and we were just a better team with Higuain
Yeah.
than we
Yeah.
were with
Hig-
Ronaldo. I love the
Higuain-
Higuain signing. Taking him, not
Hig-
giving a fuck. That was
Yeah.
Agnelli. Big dick swing and move like, yeah, this your release clause. Fucking see you later. Come home, man.
That was after we sold Pogba back for 120 million to
Yeah.
United, and we
100
used
mil
that money
there.
to buy him.
I
Yes.
love the Higuain signing. I just think
love
that the team was better with Higuain, and it might
Yes.
downplay how crazy Ronaldo actually was. But like the fastest to hit 100 goals at Juve with the players that we've had at that club, like Ronaldo was a freak show. It was a circus.
How much fun was that? God, that was fun.
The
I
Ronaldo
think it all-
fanboys were not fun.
Yeah.
I know he was ahead. He was
Like that part wasn't fun. The Ronaldo fanboys wasn't
True.
fun, but it was crazy. But
No,
what do
that
you
was
think about the
horrible.
statement, Omer, as we close things out?
Yeah, I think the times were just different. Like Higuain was exactly what this team missed. Like, and Pogba leaving, you needed Pjanic, but this team really needed a striker who bangs goals, and Higuain was exactly that. I think he broke the Serie A record one season before that. My only issue is that we paid 90 million and we basically had him for 2 seasons, and then you signed Ronaldo and you had to sacrifice Higuain. So he left. He was at loan at Milan, and now thinking about Ronaldo and what would have happened if it weren't for COVID, and that could have shaped up completely different. So Ronaldo was a bit of a victim of the circumstances, but either way, it was good. Higuain was exactly what Juve needed when they signed him.
God damn, man.
Ronaldo was a luxury signing to me, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fuck you, we can do
What
that.
a luxury. What a luxury, though.
God damn.
Yeah.
All right. Napoli. We stole Higuain. Let's steal the victory this weekend. Guys, you know the drill. We're going to keep you on the loop on the news build up to that one. Yes, there's going to be a match day live. And yes, I'm going to bring you a watch along for that big one. I'm already jacked up for that game. Looking forward to it. All right, let's keep the wheels rolling. Skanga, Omer, absolute pleasure as always. AJC Army, you guys are the best. Second to none. Drop a like on your way out. Feel free to clip whatever you like. Share it. We love the support, and we will see you real soon. As always, no matter what, fino alla fine, forza Juventus. Ciao tutti.
Set the tone.